Here you go.
What is this, Jim?
It's an emerald.
It's just a green thing to me.
It's money. Why are you running away?
Because I don't understand complex currency systems like you.
Yeah, you do.
Why? You don't know.
No, you do. You robbed that bank.
Hey,
that
don't talk about that.
Okay, all right.
Don't you dare.
We won't talk about it.
Thank you.
All right, what's going on, Searchers? It's Jimmy Saphir, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review. This mod is called the Emerald mod, and this mod adds a bunch of emerald-themed items into Minecraft. I hope you like green, because that is going to be the theme of this video. So this mod adds a bunch of new blocks, a bunch of new items, and a new dimension, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to show it all, but I'm sort of going to give you guys in this video a fairly detailed but also sort of brief overview of this mod and show you guys how to craft a couple cool things. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the Emerald TNT, and that is crafted with gunpowder and emeralds, and that's going to yield you 2 Emerald TNT. And if you light one of these bad boys, they actually do I think they do like the same amount of damage, but they do like more damage to blocks. So they're gonna have like I think it's gonna have like a bigger blast radius. Yeah, so the blast radius is quite a bit larger. It took a minute to go there, but it's quite a bit larger than your normal TNT. So that is Emerald TNT, so watch out. All right, now the next guy I want to show you guys is the Emerald Slab. And the Emerald Slab is created using 3 emeralds, but you can also make things like emerald stairs, and other stuff like emerald fences and stuff like that. I'll show you guys a little bit more about these emerald rods in a minute. But you can build with emerald slabs, and it sort of gives you a little bit more customization in terms of maybe building with a house or a palace or something that you want to make out of emeralds, which is kind of cool. And the next thing here, this little green beauty, is an emerald furnace. And the really cool thing about the emerald furnace is, well, you just take a regular furnace and you surround it with emeralds, but this furnace actually cooks faster than a normal furnace. And it uses fuel at like a 50% less rate. So it's just totally more efficient across the board. It's faster and it uses less fuel, which I think is pretty awesome. So the next guy we have to look at here is this guy called an emerald torch. Now, emerald torches are really, really cool because they're basically like this, just sort of like infusion of like a normal torch and a redstone torch, in that they give off a really good amount of light, and they also put out a redstone signal. So as you can see here, there's a redstone, little piece of redstone dust here that I just broke. Didn't mean to do that. And it's giving off a redstone signal, which is kind of cool, and they're very, very easy to create. So all you need is a stick and some emerald dust. You're gonna get 4 emerald torches, and the emerald dust actually comes from these emerald rods. And you get these emerald rods from killing cows in the emerald dimension. Decraft one of these and you're gonna get 2 pieces of emerald dust. Pretty cool. All right, so the next thing I wanna show you guys are these emerald doors. And there's 2 different types of doors. You have just a regular emerald door here, and then over here we have what's called an emerald obsidian door. Now the regular emerald door is obviously crafted with just 6 emeralds like this, and it acts just like a normal door. You can open and close it with your hand. The emerald obsidian door, however, acts very similar to an iron door, in which it only opens when it's given sort of a redstone signal. So if I step on this pressure plate, it's going to open, which is pretty cool. Now this guy is a little bit more complex to make, and it's going to take 6 emerald obsidian blocks. Now to make these emerald obsidian blocks, you need 4 pieces of obsidian and 1 emerald to make 4 of them. So you're gonna need to double that recipe to make enough to make a door, but that is the recipe for how to make an emerald obsidian block. Now in this chest right here, we've got a bunch of goodies, but I'm gonna show you guys these in a minute. What I first wanna look at are these emerald plants right here. And these are basically plants that you can grow that give you emeralds. And they come from emerald seeds. Now in previous versions of this mod, you used to be able to just sort of take an emerald in your inventory, throw it into the crafting square, and deconstruct that into seeds. But now, the only way to get emerald seeds is from just hitting grass. So there's gonna be a small chance that you're gonna get some emerald seeds. If you do get some, I unfortunately just got normal ones, but if you do get some, you will be able to plant the emerald plant, which you see right here. And if you break them, it is going to drop more emerald seeds and some emeralds. So you can actually start to grow your own emeralds, which is awesome because this mod uses a ton of emeralds for its recipes. So this is a really, really efficient way to basically maximize your output of emeralds and essentially just get as many as possible so you can craft all the crazy stuff here. One of those things you can craft is this really cool looking beacon, and this is an emerald beacon. And this is made, let me go here. So this guy is made with an emerald star. So you use emerald obsidian on the bottom, some glass, and an emerald star. The emerald star is made with a nether star surrounded by these emeralds. And what this does is if you add a redstone signal to it, it gives you this really awesome looking sort of like pulsating green beam. You can't right click on it to get any special abilities or anything, but it gives you this awesome looking beam, which I think is super cool looking. Now over here in this chest, we've got a bunch of items, and this stuff is pretty straightforward in terms of the crafting recipes. So we've got an emerald helmet, an emerald chest plate, emerald leggings, emerald boots, and an emerald sword. But we also have another sword, which is called the Big Emerald Sword, and this thing is insane. Plus 14 attack damage, are you kidding me? And look, it's not even slow. It's fast too. You can attack super fast with it, which is awesome. Of course, it uses a lot of emeralds to make, but totally worth it if you're into doing high amounts of damage. And same with the emerald katana as well, and that's just an emerald sword with another emerald on top. We also have an emerald khopesh, I think that's how you pronounce that. It's plus 12 attack damage, and that's created like this. Then you got stuff like your emerald shovel, standard crafting recipe, emerald pickaxe, emerald axe, and the emerald bow as well. And then you can also make emerald arrows, which is feather, an emerald rod, and flint. Dude, I've said emerald like so many times right now, it's becoming one of those weird words that you like see and you're like, what does it mean? Who made this up? It's so weird. You know what I mean? I know you've been there before. Here we have an emerald apple, and that's created using an emerald and an apple, obviously, but this gives you 3, which is pretty cool. You got an emerald cake, which is made with 2 emerald seeds, some eggs, some wheat, and some milk. And this guy, be careful, it's an emerald staff. And this is 2 sticks and a block of emerald. Now this is pretty cool looking because check this out. All you do is you look and you right click, and you get to shoot projectiles at very high speeds, like really high speeds, man. Now it's sort of erratic. Like I'm looking like over here and the thing's going over there, but it's blowing up over here. So graphically it's a little bit off, but very, very, very powerful. Be very careful when you have this thing in your hand, as it does a lot of damage. It does have a durability bar, as you can see down there, which is kind of cool, but that is the emerald staff. Now, the last 2 things, these are really, really cool, and then we'll jump into the emerald dimension and I'll tell you guys what that's all about. So this is how you make an emerald golem. So you take 4 emerald blocks and an emerald furnace, and you basically just put it up there on the head like that, and you get an emerald golem, which is super cool. They're green, and they're stronger than the original just iron golem, so that is pretty cool. And over here, there's a little thing you're gonna need to create in order to get into the emerald dimension, and that is this little device here called flint and emerald. It's created using a flint and an emerald, obviously, and if you light something on fire, you get this stuff called emerald fire. Now, you might think that this is gonna burn you, but it won't. If you step in it, check this out. You actually get a regeneration effect, which is really, really cool. So this fire isn't scary at all. It's totally useful. And if you go ahead and make an emerald portal to the emerald dimension, which is just created out of just sort of like your normal old school nether portal recipe with the emerald obsidian blocks, and then you light that with your flint and emerald, you get this portal to the emerald dimension. Now, inside the emerald dimension, this is a great way for you to gather more emeralds. There's gonna be a much higher output of emeralds underneath the earth. And you'll notice you're in the emerald dimension because you're gonna see it feels very green. There's tons and tons of green, there's a lot of trees, and it's mixed in here with these little mushrooms. You're also gonna find 2 new mobs. They're already here, this is perfect, you guys love this, oh yes! Making my videos so easy. We have emerald wolves, which my game is lagging incredibly right now, stop it! We have emerald wolves, and you can tame those with the emerald bones. And these are actually created with the emerald dust and a bone. So you can tame these emerald wolves with bones. They're stronger than normal wolves. And to get, like I said earlier, to basically get those, let's use this big guy. To get those emerald rods, you're gonna wanna kill these emerald cows. Please drop one, yes. Yes, they dropped one. So there you guys go. So those are the 2 new mobs that are added in this dimension, and this is a really, really good way of sort of getting some emeralds. You can mine in here, and you're gonna have a much higher % chance of finding emeralds than you will in just like an extreme hills biome, which is kind of cool. But anyways, you guys, that is gonna do it for my mod review on the emerald mod. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button down below. If you're new to my channel or you enjoy my content, please subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.